Hey everybody, I'm David and welcome to Mailbag Monday. I'm sorry it's been a couple weeks since I did one of these. I think the last one I did was for my birthday, which some of your letters showed up a little bit late, a couple days after I recorded that video. So I'm going to open up the rest of those letters today. But first I just wanted to say how awesome it was to see so many of you at PAX South here in San Antonio, and then also at MagFest while I was in Washington, D.C. last weekend. You guys were incredible. You showed up to my panel and you asked lots of really good questions, and you came up afterwards and just talked to me and said hi, and I really appreciated seeing you guys, and I can't wait to see so many more of you this year later when I go do a couple tour dates for concerts, then also go to some more conventions, which I have a couple conventions booked already, and I'm going to be announcing those very soon. There's a lot of letters to get through today, and first I need to give a big shout out to my buddy Austin, whom I met in Tulsa, Oklahoma at a Comic-Con there, and he sent me this really awesome gift package that I opened already because I opened it before I left for MagFest last weekend, and he sent me a really cool package of treats. There's like Japanese gummy candies and of like different flavors, and he sent me packages of Pocky, which I took with me to MagFest. So Austin, very kind of you, man. Thank you for the con snacks. And I'm gonna read his letter really quick. This was a very nice letter. He said, "Dear David, first of all, happy belated birthday. Sorry that this arrived so late. I hope you enjoy the candy inside." I did, and I am. Secondly, congrats on 100,000 subscribers, and more importantly, your silver YouTube button. Last but not least, thank you for getting me into ocarinas. I've never loved music more than when I first started playing them. Also, thanks for rekindling my passion for them when playing at the Songbird booth at Tulsa Comic Con. 2014 was a rough year for me, and you helped it end well. Once again, enjoy the candy, and good luck with your channel this year. Sincerely, Austin. Austin, you were an incredible person to meet and play with in person, so thank you so much for the kind birthday gift. Thank you for hanging out with me, and he actually gave me an ocarina while I was at the con. No special occasion. It was before Christmas, so it was like an early Christmas present / early birthday present. So Austin, I can't wait to see you again, buddy. Thank you so much. I'm actually gonna eat a gummy snack while I open this next letter. They're so good. Speaking of buddies, I got a letter from my friend Steven, who also helped at a Songbird booth in Nashville, Tennessee. And he's a very cool dude. Has an awesome YouTube channel. And it says, "Dear David, first off, I wanted to wish you a happy new year. I hope you enjoyed Christmas with your family and had lots of delicious treats." I did. They were delicious. Secondly, congrats on receiving your YouTube Silver Play Button Award. I am super excited for you and was glad I did my one part to help you earn this accomplishment when I subscribed to your YouTube channel 5 years ago. You deserved it, man. I just wanted to write this letter to show you a physical symbol of how much I appreciate you using your amazing God-given talents to share music and the ocarina with the world. You and your videos have definitely been a light to me. Just this past year, being able to be chosen to help you at the Songbird Ocarina booth at not one but twice Comic-Con has been the single happiest 2 weekends of 2014. Being with you, Nathan, Daniel, Alex, and others has rekindled the passion I have for music. Just getting the chance to meet you, I knew you had a good character and a good attitude that was contagious. Very nice of you to say, man. Thank you. Recently, I purchased 2 ocarinas from Stein Focal Link. They are the new Soprano C plastic Osawa ocarinas, and they are beautiful. One was a gift from my younger sister, her first ocarina. The other I added to my collection. She loved it, and within 10 minutes of unwrapping it, she was already playing scales. I'm not gonna lie, it was sweet music to my ears. I have been practicing very rigorously on my Focal Link double and extra hard on that super secret David Ramos signature ocarina that you lent me. Still having trouble with the pitch. I'm just not used to using the extra breath, working on my blowing techniques. Also, I got accepted into Lee University for fall 20 University. Universally? I don't know what I said. I got accepted into Lee University for fall 2015. Yes, that's awesome. I am applying for a music scholarship. I may even audition for voice. Anyway, I don't want this letter to be too lengthy. Can't wait to jam with you soon. Oh, and I'm going to Ireland in June. Dang, going all over the place. Well, let me know whenever you pass through Memphis, Tennessee. See you hopefully soon. God bless. Stephen Andrew Baggett. Stephen, wow. There's a lot of news packed in this letter, but very cool on you getting an ocarina for your sister and jamming with her. I love seeing families play music together, especially when it's ocarina, so I really appreciate that about your fam, and very cool about the university too. I think I saw that on Facebook actually, but congrats again. And I almost was gonna go to Ireland in April, but I'm gonna be doing more conventions here in the States, so I might have joined you for that, but unfortunately I'm gonna have to wait to go to Ireland, maybe in the hopefully by next year. So, wow, lots of exciting news for you, dude. I'm so proud of you and all that you're doing. And yeah, check out his YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description below. Steven, thank you, sir. This is a letter from Johan in Mexicali. I think he also goes by John. And I actually played with him in California when I did a concert in Los Angeles at the there's a coffee shop there, or actually a pie shop, Republic of Pie. There's a YouTube video floating around on the internet of him playing with me, so I will put a link of that in the description if you want to check it out. Hi David, what's up? I have an old rusty ocarina that quickly loses its good tone and begins to sound bad. I think it's because it fills with saliva so quickly. How can I solve it? That is a good question. So the easiest way to overcome this is you actually have to practice not spitting into the ocarina. You have to subconsciously start to swallow your saliva when you're playing the ocarina. Otherwise, it's going to go straight in. And unlike other wind instruments that have spit valves, the ocarina, unfortunately, does not. And it can get clogged in the windway. So just subconsciously, or even consciously, okay, at first, consciously, swallow whatever is in your back of your throat. Like that. And eventually, you'll just subconsciously start to do it as you play. And it'll protect your ocarina from getting unneeded moisture in there. That's a good question. A lot of people struggle with that. Can you play it for me, the ocarina you have by one of Donati's students, please? Yes. I think I mentioned this in another video, but this is the ocarina that was made by one of Donati's students, one of the Mazzetti brothers. And it's probably the oldest ocarina I own. That's an actual ocarina, not just a vessel flute. And it plays okay. It's actually broken. Not broken, but the cork is messed up, so it doesn't sound as good as it's supposed to, but it still sounds okay. The Guinness World Records has an entry for every kind of collection. If you enter with the largest ocarina collection, you could appear in the records. To submit the record into GuinnessWorldRecords.com. I'm actually not sure I have the largest collection. I think maybe the largest private collection, but that might be in competition with Chris Gell or Ocarina Diva, because she has a huge collection too. I want to thank you because I knew the ocarina with some of your videos, and thanks for letting me play with you at the Republic of Pie. I got the video here, enjoy. You put a link to the video, so that's cool. I hope you launch the second album. Sincerely, John, aka Ocarina Boy, and he included 2 cutouts of, I guess, his ocarinas. That's really cool. It's funny you mentioned the second album because I'm actually working on a couple ideas for not just one EP, but multiple EPs of different genres, which I'll talk about in another video, or I'll post on a social network or something. But I'm coming up with a few ideas for new albums in addition to a completely original album. So more news on that, probably in my newsletter first, and then maybe on my blog. But thank you for asking about that, John. It's good to hear from you. I hope you're doing well, too. Hopefully I'll be able to play with you again when I go back to LA for Anime Expo later this year. Thank you, sir. Next, we have a letter from Steven in Fort Myers, Florida, and I really like his art on the envelope. He did a really awesome 12-hole Zelda ocarina with shading and everything, and then the Hylian shape, Hylian symbol. Dear David Ramos, in 2012, I was in my last year of high school when a friend of mine brought something to class that I had never seen before. It was an oddly shaped item with holes that he called an ocarina. Curious, I asked him to play a song, and without hesitation, he started a tune. I was so captivated by how interesting and beautiful this thing was that I went home that day and bought my own ocarina, a plastic focal length Alto C from Songbird. For the next few months, I found music tabs online and started to play on my own. However, after a while, my initial enchantment wore off, and my ocarina became nothing more than a mere novelty, something to be brought out of its box whenever someone asks, "What the heck is an ocarina?" Let me fast forward to this past October. I was bored one day and was looking at all my YouTube subscriptions when I rediscovered a couple channels that I had forgotten about, Doc Jazz 4 and Doc Jazz 5. I went to the uploads link and watched a cover you did of Disney's Frozen. I said to myself, wow, that is awesome. I can do that too if only I practiced more. And so I pulled my old friend out of his box and started to play some old songs from when I first got ushered into the ocarina realm. Although my playing was well enough, I still wasn't completely satisfied. So once again, I went on YouTube to see what the ocarina guru, if you don't mind being called that, had to say for advice. I watched several of your Mailbag videos and every one of the Oc Talk tutorials. Now I had what I needed. In conclusion, I can honestly say that by your guidance, even though we've never met, my skills have drastically improved, as well as my whole attitude toward the world of this amazing instrument. I thank you so much for your inspiring spirit and your enthusiasm to spread awareness of the ocarina. I wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors and in the wonderful world of ocarinadom. Sincerely, Stephen Langley Jr. P.S. The video you made showing your ocarina collection was so cool. My own collection has grown from 1 to 6 in the past 2 months. I now have 3 transverse alto Cs and 2 Songbird's pendants, a soprano G and C. And after seeing your cover of Ballad of the Windfish, I just got my first double ocarina. Very cool. Stephen, that's a very cool story. Thank you so much for sharing. And yeah, I'm glad that my videos have inspired you in some way to put a little more practice and time and effort into your playing. So it's very, very awesome of you to send the letter. Thank you so much, and congrats on getting the double ocarina as well. Multiple people have told me that the Ballad of the Windfish video has inspired them to pick up a double ocarina. So I really want to redo that video. It's a beautiful video. It's actually the only video I've ever shot with my mom. She was behind the camera, so it's a very endearing video for me. So I'm glad you liked it. Thank you for writing, and good luck on all your ocarina/music endeavors. Okay, final letter, and this one is out of Gilbert, Arizona. And it says, Dear Doc Jazz 4, 5, 6, Songbird Ocarina, David Eric Ramos, and any other YouTube channels you've appeared on. I'm Sean, I'm 13, and I just got my first ocarina. I got 2 ocarinas for Christmas just a few weeks after seeing your videos for the first time. One is a plastic 7-hole Zelda replica from Songbird Ocarina, and the other is a 12-hole, one tuned to the key of C from Ocarina Wind. At least I think that's where it's from, and if it's a real company, that's what it is. I would have liked to send you some Skittles, but seeing as I have no idea if this letter will even get to you, I think it's best to wait on sending you Skittles. Instead, I'm sending you a copy of a picture of Pikachu that I drew last year from an online step-by-step tutorial. I hope you like them as much as me. Cool. There it is. Le Pikachu. I have a few questions. First, I know you have an Oscar Mayer Wiener whistle, but do you like it, and where can I get one? I do have one. It's technically, I guess it's more of an ocarina than a whistle, but it's a whistle with holes in it, that's basically what an ocarina is. It's a whistle with a hole in it. And I got it off eBay, so if you go on eBay, type in Oscar Mayer Wiener whistle, you should be able to find one pretty easily. I'm also thinking of getting a double and triple ocarina in the future. Do you think that's a good idea? I know they probably cost a lot, but do you think it's worth to get one? And if so, which ones do you like? I think they're worth it if you feel like you need the range. I have a pretty long list of songs that I like to play, and then I'm trying to learn how to play that do require the range of a double. I don't always recommend a triple simply because, 1, they're really expensive, and 2, if you are not planning to play a wide range of songs, you may not need it. It's actually kind of rare that you'll need a triple ocarina, because a double ocarina is usually a really good amount of notes. 2 octaves is plenty to play almost anything that you want to play. So double is best to get started with if you feel like you need it eventually. A triple is always great to add to the collection, but only if you think you need it. Which ones do I like? I like I actually have one right here. I like the double sweet potato from Songbird Ocarina. It's the Dolce double from Folklinkstein. And it's a great sounding ocarina. I love the sweet tone. It has a really nice soft breath pressure, and it's not super loud, so that's a great one to get started with. I also really like my Mop ROM, which they don't sell anymore, but I play it all the time. One that's really similar that uses a stronger breath pressure is the Forte double, also sold through Songbird. And I'll have links to both of those in the description below, but there's tons of good double and triple ocarinas out there. So if you want to check out more, I would highly recommend the ocarinanetwork.com, and they also have reviews of each of those ocarinas that you can check out. So I'll put a link to the Ocarina Network too. I would also like to know one more thing. I've looked online for sheet music for my ocarina so that I can learn some more songs and get better at playing, but all I found was either piano sheet music or other random stuff. I would like to know where I can get any sheets for any songs so that I can play it on the ocarina. Is it possible to do this? Yes, you can actually use piano sheet music for the ocarina. It's usually the melody line in the treble clef, which is the top staff. But I highly recommend looking for violin or flute sheet music, which works perfectly on the ocarina. Some of the range on both of those instruments go above a 12-hole, so that would be a good use for a double ocarina. But most of the melodies that most people want to play with the ocarina are like anime themes or video game tunes. Even lots of pop songs fit perfectly on the ocarina's range. So you could just use piano, voice, or violin sheets. They work great. The Ocarina Network also has a ton of sheet music for the Ocarina as well, so you can get that from there too. Sean, thank you so much for writing this letter. I hope I answered your questions, and I'm going to put all those links I mentioned in the description below. So good luck in finding a good double or triple ocarina, and good luck with your playing with those new ocarinas you just got for Christmas. Guys, that's going to do it for this mailbag. Thank you to everybody who sent me more stuff for my birthday. I really appreciate reading not just your questions, but also your stories too. I'm so happy to see that you guys are picking up your ocarinas more often and just being inspired to play and try new things. So thank you for sharing with me and with everybody who watches these videos. Thank you all for watching. And if you'd like to send me something in the mail, my address is in the description below. Also, one last announcement. I just opened up a Patreon account to help support all the time I'm spending on the new Octalk videos. So if you guys want to get some additional learning materials like downloadable PDF charts or extra exercises and just some more tips on playing, check out my Patreon page. It's patreon.com/DocJazz4, and I would appreciate any support you guys can give. It's totally not necessary. You do not have to donate or give anything if you don't want to, because the Octalk videos are always going to be free. But if you want to support in some way, that's a good way to do it. Also, liking and sharing and subscribing is great too. So you can do those to this channel and then also to my main channel. Thank you guys. You're awesome. I don't know what I was trying to say there. Thank you guys so much. Hope you have a great week and enjoy Octalk tomorrow. Bye.